Shalom, all praise, honor, and glory and fear to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Arukakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do well, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect striving for salvation in these electrifying times. Today is the 4th of July, which is a wicked carnal holiday that people in the world celebrate. And I'm not going to even go into the history of this holiday. I'm just going to go into what they do on this holiday, is which they set off fireworks. What you see on the screen right now is just different rocket fireworks. Well, they basically light it and they shoot up in the air and they explode into what you see here at the bottom. This right here. That's what they do. They shoot up in the air and they make colorful lights and they light up the sky with firework effects. So that's what they celebrate here. But see, there's a real true fireworks coming, and it's not gonna land. It's not gonna land on 4th of July. It's not even gonna. If it lands on 4th of July, that would be the sense of humor of the Most High, man, and which it very well could do. That could be the case. But this right here is the actual real rockets. These are the ICBM missiles that will be launched on America, the U.S. So other nations and countries, they have this capability, and they're going to shoot these missiles directly at the United States. 200 million missiles, as prophesied in the scriptures, will be shot, and they're going to light up the sky in America. So tonight, there's going to be fireworks all throughout the country. There are going to be fireworks shows at the beaches, at national parks, at specific landmarks, even high schools, and colleges are gonna they have stadiums that they're gonna be shooting off fireworks all over the country, and it's gonna light up the sky in the United States. But we're looking; those are brothers there in the know, that's in this truth that the Most High has given His knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to, was waiting for the real fireworks show, and hopefully that we're part of the hopeful elect, and we get to witness this the fireworks show in one of the chariots. And the scriptures go into that in Revelations, the 15th chapter, verse 5, 6 verses. It goes into the elect seeing this happening from the seeing glass, looking through the chariots and seeing it from a bird's eye view or in the heavens. So this is the true fireworks show that spiritual men are waiting for, and then also at the simultaneously at that same time happening, the angels of the Most High coming with Yahushai and collecting all the elect, the 1/3 of Israel, scooping them up, protecting them from this destruction that's gonna come. So I'm gonna get into a couple scriptures. So this is Job 20 and 23. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, that he is talking about Esau, primarily the elites, the so-called Illuminati or secret society, or the international bankers who run the world. That's the he. His belly is talking about him. Basically, when someone fills their belly, meaning they've eaten, they're full, they're satisfied. Meaning he has conquered and put himself in a position to be full power, and he's full. The Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Him eating meaning him trying to take full control and dominance and rulership. He wants to put chips in everybody and put everybody in subjection. And it's funny because America's leader right now is Donald Trump. He has a slogan saying "Make America Great Again," and what he means by that is the so-called red-blooded red man, which is Esau, the Edomites, are in power and taking back their country. And at that point in time, when America last was great, you Israelites, primarily Southern Kingdom, you Negroes were in slavery, serving slavery, hard bondage in this nation, in this country. And it's funny that that's his slogan. That's what he reverts to when he means. That's what it really means when he say "Make America Great Again," meaning put you Israelites in subjection so they can rule over you. Verse 24, it says, "He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through." What's the bow of steel? The bow of steel is those ICBM missiles, those nuclear missiles. "It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall, terrors are upon him." So Job described them as the glittering sword. So I always go into this, I always use this analogy. He named it a glittering sword because it's shaped like a sword. If you look at it, the killing instruments when Job was on the scene was a sword. And this is similar to a sword. It goes into a point, you know, and it cuts. Well, when he saw the damage that it does, it's a killing instrument, which is what the prophets saw in their visions, that this killed people. So that's why they called it a sword. When you look at the back of it, you see the fire coming from behind it, which is why he called it a glitter. It's a glittering sword that went across the sky, right? So I'm gonna read that part again. Verse 25 says, "It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him." Meaning terrors mean you terrified because when they hit, they ignite and destroy. Verse 26, "All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him, and shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him." The heavens going to reveal his iniquity was because the Most High is people. Other nations are going to see this happening via satellite. It's going to be televised on all your major news networks all across the world. People are going to witness this. They're going to see this, and they're going to see how the Most High is destroying this place. So so a deadly destruction that there's going to be millions upon millions of people dead, and it's gonna be so devastating that they're gonna say that the Most High is punishing America. There's nothing that no other person can really say of how this type of destruction is taking place. The heavens, the Most High that sits in the heavens, they're gonna know that He sanctioned this destruction upon America. And also, you're gonna look in the heavens, and as you're gonna see the true, like I said, the true fireworks. It's gonna be the fire is gonna reach up to the heavens, meaning into the skies. Verse 27, verse 28. "So the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High." So this is the punishment of a wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High. Which this is the Most High granting the so-called white man, who is the wicked man, his heritage. You're appointed the heritage of destruction. The next scripture is Nahum 3, starting at verse 1. It says, "Woe to the bloody city." The bloody city is America. "It is full of lies and robbery, and the prey departed not." Why? Because it's full with lies, because the people are lied to constantly, even to who the so-called white man is and who we are Israelites are. That's the biggest lie going on out there, next to the fact that he changed the images of Yahweh Shai, the angels, the Most High, and any righteous spiritual man in the scriptures is depicted as a so-called white man. That's the major lies that's going on. And the robbery is you done raped, robbed, and murdered the Native Americans, which is the Gadites, and the same thing with the Judites. Same thing with the Southern and Northern Kingdom. You've done this to both kingdoms. You've robbed them. You've destroyed and killed throughout history, and currently to this current day, you're still doing these things. So this is proof that the bloody city is America, because there's no other country that's doing this thing, that has done this, that has this is on their rap sheet. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and the prancing horses and the jumping chariots. That's talking about your modern day cars. They're the noise and whip and the rattling of the wheels and the prancing horses is your vehicles, your cars, your motorcycles, your buses, your trucks, all your different automobiles. That's the jumping chariots. Verse 3, the horseman lifted up the bow, the bright sword, and the glittering spear. So Nahum, he identifies it as the same thing: a bright sword, a glittering spear, because a spear was also used as a killing instrument when Nahum was on the scene. In the biblical times, swords and spears and bow and arrows, these were all used as killing instruments. And the scriptures all reference the missiles. They're cross-referenced as these missiles. The missiles are cross-referenced as these different killing instruments: a glittering sword, a glittering spear, a bow and arrow. When you read in Jeremiah says, all of them that bend the bow, shoot at them. It's talking about that bow and arrow represents the ICBM missiles. It says the horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain, a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpse. That's how many dead bodies are going to be out there. Anyone tries to walk, they're going to be stumbling over dead corpse right before they become a dead corpse. Because remind you, it's 200 million missiles going to hit. They're not going to all hit at the same time. They're going to be fired off simultaneously from different countries. And they're going to hit at one point, at one time, then another one will hit. So there's no part of America that's not going to get hit and touched, but certain parts are going to be hit before other parts. So you might have one missile just take out a small city, and then people from the next city over is going to be hit with, of course, that wind and that fire and that radiation. But then as they're trying to, because people are feeble, they'll go and try to find out if there's some survivors. So whether they go and try to look for survivors and it's still stumbling over corpses, short time after that, you're going to get hit with a missile. There's no one that's going to be sitting in America that's not part of the elect that's going to make it, that's going to survive. You're going to die. So the only way out of this is the Most High have you as his chosen elect to be delivered out of this. Verse 4, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, which is America, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through their witchcraft, through her witchcraft. And that's what America does. America's full of this. All your celebrities, all your musicians, your entertainers, all your famous people, which famous mean famished, mean they starving, so they do any and everything to get that fulfillment of fame. So which means they want to be known, they want to be rich, they want to have that rich and glamour and that high status. They do anything for it. They sell their souls. They commit whoredoms. They commit abominable actions of homosexuality. They prey on these people's songs. Witches and warlocks put spells on the music, so when people listen to it, they enter in spirits upon them. When they listen to this in a high frequency, they listen to it non-stop, constantly. They don't give themselves no chance to rest when it comes to hearing this stuff. And of course, they don't have no ways to get demons off of them. They don't understand what fasting and prayer means. People go years without fasting and praying. They pray when something drastic happens to them, when something bad comes upon them. This place is filled with witchcraft. All the subliminal signs they put on TV shows and movies, and all throughout your neighborhood. You drive down the street, there's signs, and there's people don't understand it. The whole take DC for example. DC is set up in a Masonic witchcraft demographic. The demographics of it, the way they orchestrated the architectural design of DC and where the White House sits and all the different monuments. It's all Masonic witchcraft order. So this place is filled with nothing but left hand side influence of witchcraft and whoredoms. Verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts. I will discover thy skirt upon thy face, which is being done right now. The Most High is lifting up that skirt by allowing the men of the Lord to go out there and teach and warn the people and expose Esau and expose all the wickedness that goes on in today's world, in the society. It says, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock, which you will be. You're already a gazing stock. All the other countries out there can't stand America. Only people that love America is people that live in America. Other countries can't stand America. So you're going to be a gazing stock because people across the countries, all the other countries across the world, they're going to see your destruction. It's going to be televised, like I mentioned earlier. And let's get into the what's going to be televised. This is Malachi 4:1. It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, the proud is the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Man, so what is your root? Your root is your seed, right? Your offspring, your children, your sons, and your root. I mean, your branch is what you established. Your like your family tree, or what you've accomplished as far as what you hand down to your children, your fortune, your fame, your real estate, or your all your possessions, your estate. That's what you've built. That's your branch, and your root is what is your seed. So you're not gonna have your riches no more. You're gonna not have your power, and you're not gonna have you're not gonna have your root, meaning your children. They're gonna be destroyed, and you're not gonna have any more children because you're going to be destroyed. Verse 2. But unto you that fear the name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. That's talking about Yahushua. When he comes back, he's coming back to seek and destroy, and to assure that the hopeful elect, or the elect, be delivered. He's going to heal them, meaning he's going to take away all their pain, all their suffering, all their trials and tribulations, all the infirmities, everything that we suffer as Lord willing, the hopeful elect, that we suffer, Lord willing, we're the hopeful elect, that we go on and we suffer from being in this so-called white man's kingdom. Everything that is placed upon our backs, everything that all the struggling, everything that we go through, the Most High gonna send Yahushua, he's gonna heal those issues. And the wings cover you take a bird or a fowl. They have chicks, and they put their wings over them to cover them from any predator or any danger, and it keeps them safe. And ye shall go forth and grow up as the calves of the stall, and ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet. In the day that I shall say, in the day that I shall do this, said the Lord of hosts. Which is, all brothers is waiting for this, man. Let's be clear about that. This is what we do this for. We do this for the hopeful. We do this for hopeful. Hopefully, the Most High have mercy upon us and save us, and to see the so-called white man and his empire destroyed. To see this man go down and go straight into slavery. The next scripture So all this is going to be televised. It's going to be seen worldwide. The other nations are going to see. The scriptures say there shall be willing in the day of thy power. When this happens, the Most High is going to, his chosen men and their families and their women and their children and the friends of the prophets and whoever the Most High has mercy upon to be numbered amongst the 1/3, they'll be delivered out of that into salvation. And then the elect is going to be given that spiritual power and going to be transformed and have those new bodies, be extraterrestrial, and be a part of Yahweh's army. And they're going to go and tread upon the other nations, or the Edomites primarily that's left, and talking about the elites, rounding them up for slavery. And then anybody who don't bend the knee and bow the head to Yahweh, that head's gonna roll. And that's gonna be televised. People are gonna see they're gonna see the elect being delivered, and they're gonna be astonished at that. Like the scripture saying in the Apocrypha. This is Zechariah 14:12. I'm not trying to get too sidetracked, because you can go so many different angles with this. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem, and their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongues shall consume away in their mouth, meaning utterly burnt. This is the fireworks, though. This is the true fireworks show that we're waiting on. And it's the last scripture I'm gonna get into, because as people celebrate this wicked holiday today, and they start as soon as the sun starts, people might shoot some off when it's still daylight, but later on tonight they're gonna be shooting off these fireworks. They're gonna have that fireworks show. Some ignorant people are gonna be shooting guns. They're gonna be shooting they bullets in the sky, but you don't know that you're gonna take part in the real fireworks. The real celebration as this country going down and being destroyed, man. Ka'ala Yahweh Shemi Shai for that day when it gets here. Jeremiah 49:15 says, "For lo, I will make thee small among the heathens, and despised among men." And you're being made small among the heathens. Why? Because the heathens are not being afraid of America no more, because they have the tools, which is the nuclear missiles, the ICBM missiles. They have a nuclear program, and they're developing this technology, and they have it, and they're not afraid to use it, and they're gonna use it. So you're being made small because you're not the big man on the block no more. Verse 16, "Thy terribleness had deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks." And this is talking about Esau, "that holdest the heights of the hills. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, said the Lord." So Esau is the one that's running these governments, these small governments, and even the large governments, the clefts of the rocks and the hills. The hills represent small governments. And they put their heights as the eagle, because that's America's mascot, and that's how Esau wants to be. He wants to be as an eagle. Eagle sits up high and flies higher than, if I'm not mistaken, any bird that flies in the sky, and they coming straight down. That's what Esau does, man. He'll send drones, which that's his ego right now, is these drones that he's sending them into other countries, unmanned drones. Unmanned armed drones shooting missiles on countries. Well, this is going to happen to you. Verse 17, "Also Edom shall be as a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof." So the other nations, like I said, it's going to be televised, and they're going to see it. They're going to see it with their natural eyes, and they're going to see it online, and they're going to see it on TV. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, said the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it, because it's going to be utterly destroyed. And it's going to be a place for the desert creatures will dwell and feast. as it says in Isaiah 34, the 34th chapter, verse 19. It says, "Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong, but I will suddenly make him run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her?" It's talking about Yahushua is going to be the chosen man that's going to be appointed over her. "For who is like me?" Which of course, Yahushua, the scriptures tell you that Yahushua, he and his Father are one, so he is like him, as they are on the same accord, one accord. "And who will appoint me? Who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me?" That shepherd is Yahushua. "Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he had taken against Edom." Oh, let me drive on it. Let me go back up to verse 19. There's a point I want to make. It says, "Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong." That's talking about Yahushua. Yahushua is the Lion of Judah, and he's going to come up against the habitation of the strong, which is Esau. Because when he comes back, all these other countries are going to say, "Okay, damn, we got to fight him," which is prophecy, and which was stated by, originally I believe was Ronald Reagan that said that if we have a common enemy as a people from another world or another realm coming against us, that we need to band together and fight against them. This is all described in 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter. It says, "But I will suddenly make him run away from her." So when they run to fight, the strong is going to try to run and come at Yahushua and the angels, but you're going to run away. The scriptures tell you in 2nd Esdras 13th chapter that they're going to be scared, but the Most High going to put a spirit on them and make them fight against Yahushua and the angels, and they're going to get annihilated. So I want to bring that point out. It just further illustrates the fact that this is talking about Yahushua coming back for dominance and rulership. Verse 20, it says, "Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he had taken against Edom, and his purpose, Salakia, that he had purposed against the inhabitants of Teman, which is the Edomites. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. The earth is moved at the noise of their fall," because the scriptures tell you that the earth, once these missiles hit, when 200 million missiles hit, the earth gonna shake. It's gonna shake to and fro like a drunkard. It's gonna have a shift in the earth because it's gonna be so powerful when the missiles hit. "At the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle, and spread his wings over Basra. And at that day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pains." Yeah, man. Is you're going to be terrified. See, right now, the so-called white man has the power. He terrifies other nations. He terrifies people. He terrifies you Israelites all throughout the earth. He terrorizes us. You here in America, if you, and Apostle Gabar always brings this out. He's mentioned this many times, that when you're driving down the street and this man has the power to shift your day, he gets behind you and you don't even know if he's gonna pull you over or not, but you be nervous than a mug. You be nervous than a motherfucker, man. When he gets behind me, I instantly call a name and throw up prayers. And then if he pulls me over, I send my prayers and I believe in my prayers and I trust that the Most High is gonna get me through whatever the issue that he pulling me over for, and that's what happens, man. The Most High finds ways that the situation doesn't escalate, and I usually have on my paperwork everything I need to present to him. So if he feels he wants to be asked and give me a ticket, he can give me a ticket, or he usually lets me go. I usually get let go, but there's times I've been issued a ticket. But the point of the matter is that he has that terrorism where he makes you feel uncomfortable. You instantly get nervous and concerned, and you might be legit. You might just be driving down the street, minding your own business, ain't messing, ain't done nothing wrong, ain't made no traffic violations or anything. This man gets behind you, and you know you're legit. it still changes the way you feel. This fear gets upon you. I want to say, I don't want to call it fear, but this nervousness, this concern, like, damn, what the hell he about to do, man? What the is he about to pull me over? And then he pulls you over, and you're like, what the hell is this all about? Because we know they can do whatever they want to do. This man's kingdom, but his kingdom is everything's gonna be reversed. You're gonna be in pains, like a woman. You're gonna be in fear, and you're gonna be in fear for good purpose, because you're gonna be destroyed. So with that, I want to bring this lesson to a close. So all you out there that's in the world, go ahead and celebrate your wicked holiday today. Go ahead and set off fireworks and watch the fireworks show. Take part in it. Take full part in it, because you're going to take the fullest part in the destruction where the real fireworks hit. With that, I want to say Kyle Halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Double honors to Bahashim Arakakodash. Double honors to apostles and elders, great millstone who rule well. And peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that's striving for salvation in these electrifying times. Shalom.